This is Watcher Style. Today I'm going to be going over to Artigiano Miami, one of the premier bespoke clothing boutiques in Miami, where I'm going to be picking up some new outfits, but most important, we're going to be pairing them with some watches. Okay, so we're here with Alex Odio, co-founder of Artigiano Miami. So tell me a little bit how you got started in this business.
This was my passion right out of high school. I started in New York City, and when I moved on here, continued the desire to be in the fashion industry, and my partner decided that he was doing wholesale and wanted to jump into the retail, and together we put this here, and we've been curating the best of the best since.
Nice. So tell us a little bit more about, like, what does Artigiano have to offer to its clients that perhaps maybe the other stores close by don't have?
Well, I think the main component is our curating of unique items. We've traveled the world over looking for the things that stand out, that lets the person be a little bit more of an individual versus just a cookie cutter like the rest of the department stores and so forth.
Got it. And let's talk a little bit about this outfit. Like, for the three that we selected together, how would you describe this one right now accurately?
This would be a great outfit for a night on the town, taking on a concert, but being like chic, elegant, but relaxed, not feeling like you had to work hard to go to like a formal event, but still looking nice and elegant.
That's what I was thinking also when I selected the watch. I mean, there's unlimited amount of watches that you can wear with outfits, and in reality, you really can't go that wrong unless you're wearing something just way too ultra sporty for something like this. But I feel like with this particular color and outfit, maybe something with a steel bracelet will go well. Something like this Nautilus, or perhaps maybe like the Batman that you're wearing. I don't know if you feel the same because we were going over it together. How do you feel?
Well, absolutely. I think that since the watch is probably like the last thing you put on, it kind of has to be the one that finishes the look, complements it, doesn't take over the look, but it says, okay, I'm ready.
I was thinking the same thing too, because at first I kind of wanted to wear the Royal Oak 41 Chrono, which is my favorite watch in rose. But I felt like when I put it on, you had said it also, you said it's kind of like overpowering the outfit. It's too loud, it's too much going on. When really this one is the best one for this outfit. So again, with an outfit like this where perhaps you're wearing a jacket and some jeans, I mean, anything of course with a leather strap will work, but this is a perfect moment to keep it a little bit sporty and wear perhaps maybe like a Datejust or a Rolex sports model or anything pretty much with a metal bracelet that's not too thick and large.
Yeah, what I like also is the fact that just like the shirt picks up the color in the jacket, this watch, the face, tends to blend in beautifully. So it just moves together with it like flawlessly. It's amazing.
You know, I always say this in all my videos, if I was only gonna have one watch and there was only gonna be one watch in the whole world, I think the Sub is that one watch that you can almost use with everything. You know, it's pretty universal. Of course, there's always gonna be, I could have worn that one, I wish I had this one, but the Sub is that one watch that you can almost go from a tuxedo all the way to some jeans and the shorts, you know?
Well, basically here you have beautiful details that you typically don't see when you have the jacket down, but here you have beautiful undercollar in a contrast. You have beautiful lining inside, beautiful horn buttons that blend in with the jacket and don't overwhelm it. And of course you have hand pick stitching along the way here. Beautiful jacket.
I wasn't sure about this green jacket, but it's amazing. Actually, it's really nice. I wasn't sure about it at first. I don't know if I did green too well, but it actually looks perfect, man. How does it fit, Ben?
It's great. It needs a little bit of work on the coat waist, which we'll do now, but the most important thing is the shoulder and where the points fall, and this is perfectly laying on this jacket.
Something about these pants too that feel like super thin and light, but they don't feel like a pair of suit pants either. Like the fabric is like in the middle.
This is the kind of pant that you want to wear with a jacket like this. because it's got to give it a casual feel, but it still dresses up the look, as opposed to wearing a pair of jeans.
Got it. So pretty much for this second outfit, which seems to be a little bit more dressier than the previous one, originally I had in mind that I was gonna wear this Breguet Marine Chrono on a leather strap. So what happens is that in my head I had this idea, you know, with the green and the colors, but that's why sometimes you have to try it on in person, because at the end I felt like a plain Jane 41mm presidential was actually the right fit for this outfit. What do you think, Alex?
Eric, I think that unlike the first outfit where the watch was being overwhelmed, I think this particular watch needs to kind of say, take a look at me, it looks perfect with it, it just stands out enough where it's not in your face, but it complements the outfit perfect.
It's interesting though, because I feel like not even the same watch in white gold, platinum, or rose would have had the same pop, I guess, with the green and all the colors. So this is probably the correct watch for this outfit.
Absolutely, you're 100% right.
So Alex, how long have you been in this particular location right here?
We've been here since 2003. It's going on 16 years. And we're right outside the village of Merck Park, and we figured this is a great location to be, stand out, if you will, without being inside the mall. We kind of have our own little space. People can identify with the mall as a landmark, but we stand out on our own here.
Right here in Coral Gables, right?
Yeah, in Coral Gables.
And what are the type of brands that you carry that make you different than everybody else?
Well, we curate brands that are unique and that they bring value. That's our biggest goal. And a brand like that would be Gabo out of Naples. They have an amazing look. They fit well, the quality's there, and the pricing is there, but the taste level is fantastic. So a guy can wear a jacket and go to a party and stand out and feel special. He's not like he went to a mall and he bought the jacket while 10 other guys are buying it across town. So
yeah,
it makes it really special.
Another thing I noticed here is that you have a little bit of everything. Everything from something very casual, even like a jogger setup, you know, a set of joggers, all the way down to if you want to go full formal with a tuxedo, and you can pretty much take care of anything like that for anybody, right?
Absolutely. I always say that from the beach to the boardroom, we've got you covered.
Nice.
I love that. That's one of the things I always wanted to have in the stores, to be able to accommodate my customers for any occasion.
Okay, so for this particular outfit, it's obviously a lot more dressy. You know, it's pretty much a full-blown suit here. And I can't say anything less than it looks money. Now, I brought this Lang & Son that I thought about for this particular outfit. And upon trying it on, the only thing that I kind of feel is that although this blue is like rich and I thought it would pop really good with the rose, you know, I'm kind of having mixed feelings about it. This watch right here is a 38.5mm, and it seems to be a little bit small. Not that I want a large watch for an outfit like this, but I guess I just feel like it's too dressy, almost way too formal, almost for like a tuxedo. So then my second option was this 5980 in rose gold. And again, once I put it on, I mean, of course it looks nice, you know, nothing wrong with it, but I think that the best thing to go with an outfit like this perhaps might be a precious metal in white with a leather strap. So this Breguet right here actually tends to fit right on point for the original idea once I tried it on. Now, my only complaint about this watch is the profile. It seems to be a little bit too thick for this style shirt.
That's interesting because, you know, a lot of men prefer to have the watch exposed. They ask for their cuffs to be made a little smaller, or intentionally make them a little smaller so that the watch shows, whereas a lot of men prefer to have the watch covered. It's really personal preference, and your school of thought varies from person to person.
Wow, that's crazy, because when I first tried it on, I thought that maybe perhaps that you wanted it to kind of go in and out, but however, this shirt would have to be way bigger for it to completely cover it. So as far as it being fashionably correct, it's okay if it hangs down a little bit. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because again, it depends on your persona, and if you know, like you don't mind having the watch showing, you have a beautiful watch, you want people to see it. That's their mindset. Whereas some guys are more discreet and understated, and they prefer to a little bit more elegant, refined look. They just want to keep it under the covers. So it's really up to the individual. I mean, it's really personal preference.
So would you say that this Brigade Marine fits good with this outfit that I have on right here?
I think I have to agree with you in the sense it's just a little tall on the profile.
Yeah.
Regardless, I think it might make it look a little too sporty at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But the color and the combinations work amazing.
Something that I guess comes to my mind that I guess I would want to have besides this would probably be maybe a Nautilus, maybe 5712 white gold on a leather strap would be ideal. Or perhaps a 5726 Nautilus on a leather strap. Or maybe perhaps even like the previous outfit, a presidential, but in white gold. That would be also a good option for this, because I feel like with the colors and everything, white is what needs to be go.
I agree, it looks amazing. Eric.
Thank you, man. Let me tell you something. These guys not only have the best clothes around, but they also have the best coffee. I don't know what exactly it is that you put in this coffee, but it's got to be the best coffee I've ever had.
Well, we like to think it's because it's made with a lot of love. But it is one of I like to say, our hooks from the standpoint that people feel at home. I have businessmen that during lunch will be having lunch nearby, and they say to their, whoever they're with, let's stop at Artigiano and have the coffee. So
oh yeah,
that means to me that it's an inviting atmosphere and they feel at home here. Kind of like your place. When we go there, we feel great when we're at your place as well. So we try to create the same environment here.
Yeah, the idea is sometimes, at least us at CRM, is for it not to feel like you're just like leaning over a counter and trying to buy something. We want to feel like you're kind of at home. We're just talking about watches and, you know, just no pressure, just having a look at what you like. So we want to give a special thanks to Alex and Ben from Artigiano Miami for giving us a chance to come out here and try these different outfits and pair them with different watches. Also, feel free to comment below how you feel these watches went with these outfits. And if you like this video, please like and share. Also, subscribe to our channel. My name is Eric. Watch your style.